lights, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Eddie Jackson.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd and short. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over
at their own 33-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Dalvin Cook.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They run. Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cordero Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Eddie Pinheiro.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Rashad Perriman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Darnold on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Mims. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, New York.
Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Bears 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Bears 7.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Darnold, a quick throw out to Mims on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Rohrwasser for the extra.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Lock in. Move. Check.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. On second down, it's Cook. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he completes it to Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. It's Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And Cook has it, left side.
Darnold's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Now it's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
On first down, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Third down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Darnold down to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Ball hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's third down.
Incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. But they will not be able to capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play.
24.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
15. 1st down, Jets.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen for Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Darnold from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
The Jets, 1st down.
Back to the ground, Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Move. Right. Tighten up. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Lock in.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
First down, New York.
To throw is Darnold. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Get that swagger,
and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Darnold, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They try again with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
19-yard line.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, now a desperation throw. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Owen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Again, it's Cook. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Darnold now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. 43 is the mark, boy. 43. Check. Check it out your play. 43 is the mark. 43 is the mark.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now it's Darnold. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.